Tarraco is a mid-size crossover SUV manufactured by Spanish automaker SEAT. It is the flagship SUV of the Spanish car maker, above the SEAT Arona and the SEAT Tarraco, optionally available with 7 seats. It is based on the Volkswagen Group's MQB-A2 platform, while closely related to the Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace and the Skoda Kodiaq. It is named after the Mediterranean city of Tarragona, and it is manufactured in the Wolfsburg Volkswagen plant in Germany. The production model was presented on September 18, 2018, and debuted at the 2018 Paris Motor Show in October 2018. The name of the vehicle is intended to commemorate Tarraco, the former capital of the Roman province of Hispania Tarraconensis. This corresponds to the ancient name of the current city of Tarragona, Catalonia, Spain. The name of the SUV was determined by a public vote, and everyone was invited to suggest a name related to a Spanish geography with a maximum of 3 syllables. The initiative began in 2017, and in total, 10,130 suggestions from more than 130,000 people were received. After a preliminary examination based on linguistic and legal criteria, SEAT chose 9 options: Abrera, Albaron, Aran, Aranda, Avila, Donished, Tarifa, Tarraco and Teat, among which Albaron, Aranda, Avila and Tarraco were qualified for a final vote. With the Tarraco, SEAT for the first time in its history, let the name of one of its models be chosen among the people. Originally, the name of the new SUV should have been announced in October 2017, however, due to the independence referendum held in Catalonia at the time, SEAT finally announced the name on February 19, 2018. Of more than 150,000 participants, more than 35% voted in favor of Tarraco. There are 6 trim models: FR, FR Sport, SE, SE Technology, Excellence, and Excellence Lux. Also, there are 5 different engine types: 1.5 TSI with 150 horsepower, 2.0 TDI with 150 horsepower, 2.0 TDI with 200 horsepower, 2.0 TSI with 190 horsepower and 2.0 TSI with 245 horsepower. With this test we will focus on hybrid and plug-in hybrid informations. SEAT has embarked on electrification at an accelerated pace, and one of the first steps is to offer hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. That is why we present their largest SUV, with a powerful combination of electric and gasoline engines, and check whether this concept is a realistic alternative, until electric models are more available. The SEAT Tarraco is a really comfortable and spacious SUV, which, on the well-known foundations of the Volkswagen Group, makes a very attractive package. Although it arrived on the market at an ungrateful time, less than a year before the coronavirus pandemic, SEAT sold 20,000 to 30,000 units a year in Europe, which is a very solid success. In the meantime, improvements have been made to the offer of this model, and the most important novelty is precisely this powertrain, that combines an externally rechargeable battery and an electric motor, with a gasoline engine with internal combustion. Thus, the heart of this large SUV is an advanced plug-in hybrid system that combines a 1.4-liter TSI engine of 150 horsepower, with an electric motor of 85 kilowatts or 115 horsepower. while this assembly transmits power exclusively to the front wheels, with a 6-speed DSG transmission with double clutch. The end result is a very convincing 245 horsepower and 400 Nm of torque and performance worthy of sports models. This is where we come to the only limitation of this powertrain, because it would really be ideal for Tarraco to transmit this much torque to both axles. However, due to the battery and the entire assembly, the hybrid Tarraco is only offered with front-wheel drive. Electricity is stored in a 13 kWh lithium-ion battery, which is located low in the second half of the trunk, thanks to which the weight is more evenly distributed throughout the body. True, this partially reduces the boot volume, but apart from the fact that the hybrid does not have the option of an additional 2 seats, the boot capacity of 610 liters is still more than enough for any travel or the needs of a larger family. Driving is very easy to use, and if you don't want to, you don't have to bother driving. The system switches almost imperceptibly between different driving modes, whether the Tarraco e-hybrid is powered solely by electricity, a combination of electricity and an Zeus engine, or just a petrol engine. For those who still want to make the most of the possibilities and potentials of this assembly, Seat has offered several modes of operation and choices. Thus, the hybrid Tarraco always runs in fully electric mode, if the battery is sufficiently charged. But the drive can automatically switch to hybrid mode, if the energy capacity of the battery falls below a certain level, or if the speed rises above 140 km per hour. In hybrid mode, the driver can also maintain the charge status by increasing or decreasing it to a certain level. There are also 3 levels of regenerative braking, which can be adjusted via the infotainment system, allowing the driver to significantly recharge the battery while driving. In addition to the various plug-in hybrid modes, available and factory configured via infotainment, 2 additional modes are particularly interesting, E-mode and S-boost. Depending on the condition of the battery, you can quickly and easily choose a fully electric mode or maximum performance. It is with the S-boost mode that we have discovered a completely new and fun dimension of the Tarraco, which thus offers extremely good performance and acceleration worthy of a sports car, despite its sumptuous proportions. Another proof that electric cars are not necessarily boring. Of course, in addition to excellent performance, this hybrid circuit also offers exceptional economy, so it is only possible to perform up to 50 km on electric drive, which is more than enough for city tours when the consumption of a gasoline engine would be the highest. In real conditions of use, city driving, but also on the open road with mountain passes, the average consumption is about 6 liters of gasoline. When you run out of battery power, the Tarraco charges like any electric car, and access to the charger is quick and easy thanks to the charging port located on the front of the driver's side. The battery can be fully charged in approximately 3.5 hours, using a 3.6 kW charger, or in approximately 5 hours using a 2.3 kW home system. While visually there are no differences, it's pretty amazing how different the driving experience is provided by the same car, with drastically different powertrains. Although the TDI is significantly muted, after the e-hybrid the sound and vibration of the diesel seem almost indecent. And although on paper they are very similar in performance and acceleration, the current response of the hybrid Tarraco and the power of the electric motor is difficult to compensate even with diesel 400 Nm. Where the diesel model dominates is the transmission of power to the ground, thanks to all-wheel drive, and this is practically the only advantage, because even in measuring consumption with an average of about 7 liters, it failed to surpass the highly efficient e-hybrid. In the end, it's hard not to be impressed by such an efficient powertrain offered by Seat. So while it's not revolutionary and doesn't bring anything unprecedented, the possibility of adaptability in various modes prove that a large family SUV can be both economical and fun at the same time. What we are sure of, especially in the case of a market like ours, all the advantages and flexibility offered by a plug-in and rechargeable hybrid car is a real alternative to the present and the near future, until we welcome better developed charging networks, but also conditions for buying electric models,